If you're a woman standing at the edge of 2026 wondering if you have what it takes, let me tell you something you need to hear. You've already survived every single day that tried to break you. You're still here. That alone is proof of your strength. This isn't just another year beginning. This is your year to reclaim everything you thought you'd lost. 2026 doesn't ask you to be perfect. It asks you to be present, to show up for yourself the way you've shown up for everyone else, to finally put your own oxygen mask on first. Because you can't pour from an empty cup, and darling, you've been running on empty for far too long. How many times have you silenced your own voice to keep the peace? How many dreams have you pushed aside because someone else's needs felt more urgent? How many versions of yourself have you dimmed just to make others comfortable? Today, that changes. 2026 is the year you stop apologizing for taking up space. You didn't come this far to stay small. You didn't survive everything you've been through just to settle for less than you deserve. Every tear you've cried in the darkness, every time you picked yourself up when no one was watching, every moment you chose to keep going even when giving up felt easier, all of it brought you here. To this moment, to your breakthrough. This year you choose yourself. Not in a selfish way. In a survival way. In a this is what I need to thrive way. You choose rest without guilt. You choose boundaries without explanation. You choose your own happiness without permission. Because 2026 is the year you realize that you don't need anyone's approval to live the life you want. Write in the comments, I choose me in 2026. When you write it, you commit. When you declare it, you begin. This isn't just words. This is your line in the sand. You've carried everyone else's weight for so long that you forgot what it feels like to be light. You've been the strong one, the reliable one, the one who always figures it out. But who holds you when you're falling apart? Who catches you when you stumble? This year, you learn to be that person for yourself. Strength isn't always about holding it together. Sometimes strength is allowing yourself to fall apart and trusting you'll put yourself back together. Sometimes strength is saying no. Sometimes strength is walking away. Sometimes strength is admitting you can't do it all, and that's perfectly okay. You are not a machine designed to serve everyone else's needs. You are a woman with dreams that matter, with feelings that deserve to be honored, with a life that deserves to be lived fully. Not just survived. Not just endured. Lived. With joy. With passion. With purpose. 2026 is calling you to step into the version of yourself you've been too afraid to become. The version that doesn't dim her light. The version that speaks her truth. The version that takes up space unapologetically. The version that chooses herself first and doesn't feel guilty about it. Every morning you wake up is another chance to choose differently. To treat yourself with the kindness you give everyone else. To speak to yourself with the gentleness you show others. To love yourself with the fierce devotion you've poured into everyone around you. You've been strong for so long that you forgot it's okay to be soft, to be vulnerable, to admit you don't have all the answers, to ask for help without feeling weak, to rest without feeling lazy, to prioritize your own well-being without feeling selfish. Comment, I deserve rest and peace in 2026. Say it until you believe it, because you do. You deserve every good thing you've been denying yourself. Let me be honest with you. If nothing changes internally, 2026 will just be another year of the same patterns, the same sacrifices, the same putting yourself last. And I know you're tired. I know you're exhausted from being everyone's everything while being nothing to yourself. But here's what most women don't want to admit. You're not stuck because of circumstances. You're stuck because it's comfortable. Because saying yes to everyone is easier than dealing with their disappointment when you say no. Because shrinking yourself is safer than risking judgment when you expand. Because staying quiet is less scary than using your voice and being criticized. The uncomfortable truth is that you've been complicit in your own diminishing. Not because you're weak, but because you were taught that being a good woman means sacrificing yourself. That your needs come last. That your dreams can wait. That your happiness is optional. But what if I told you that every time you say yes when you mean no, you're teaching people to disrespect your boundaries? Every time you dim your light to make others comfortable, you're teaching them that your brilliance is negotiable? Every time you silence your voice, you're teaching them that your words don't matter? 2026 demands something different from you. It demands that you stop being the martyr and start being the main character in your own life. It demands that you stop waiting for permission and start taking action. It demands that you stop explaining yourself and start living unapologetically. You don't need more time. You need more courage. Courage to disappoint people who've grown comfortable with your compliance. Courage to pursue dreams that others might not understand. Courage to set boundaries that might make you temporarily unpopular. Courage to choose yourself even when it feels uncomfortable. Because the alternative is spending another year, another 5 years, another decade living a life that doesn't reflect who you truly are. The alternative is reaching the end of your life and realizing you spent it meeting everyone else's expectations while ignoring your own desires. That's not lack of opportunity. That's lack of decision. And the decision that changes everything is this: I matter. My dreams matter. My happiness matters. My life matters. And I refuse to live it on anyone else's terms but my own. Comment: I take my power back in 2026. This isn't aggression. This is reclamation. This is you remembering who you were before the world told you who to be. Maybe you're arriving at 2026 exhausted. Maybe last year took pieces of you that you're not sure how to get back. Maybe you lost relationships, dreams, parts of yourself you thought were permanent. And now you're here with whatever remains, wondering if there's still hope. Let me remind you of something you've forgotten. You are not broken. You are breaking open. Breaking open to a version of yourself that's been waiting underneath all the expectations and obligations and shoulds. Breaking open to the woman you were always meant to be before life told you to be smaller. Every wound you carry is also where the light gets in. Every scar is evidence that you survived what tried to destroy you. Every tear you've cried watered the seeds of who you're becoming. Nothing was wasted. Not the pain. Not the loss. Not the heartbreak. It was all preparing you for this moment. You don't need to have it all figured out. You just need to take the next step. One foot in front of the other. One choice at a time. One boundary set. One dream pursued. One moment of choosing yourself over everyone else's comfort. 2026 isn't asking you to transform overnight. It's asking you to start. Start speaking up. Start setting boundaries. Start pursuing what lights you up. Start disappointing people who've grown comfortable with your silence. Start living like your life actually belongs to you. Because it does. Your life belongs to you. Not to your family's expectations. Not to society's standards. not to anyone who benefits from you staying small. Your life is yours, and you get to decide what you do with it. Maybe you've been waiting for the right time, for when the kids are older, for when you have more money, for when you're more confident, for when circumstances are perfect. But what if the right time is now? What if waiting is just another form of self-abandonment? The truth is, there will never be a perfect time. There will always be reasons to wait. There will always be people who need you. There will always be fears to overcome. But every day you wait is a day you're not living fully. Every day you postpone your dreams is a day you're choosing everyone else over yourself. And I know it's scary. I know it feels selfish. I know you've been taught that good women sacrifice. But sacrifice without balance isn't noble. It's self-destruction. And you can't build a life worth living on the foundation of your own neglect. Comment: I start now in 2026. Not when conditions are perfect. Not when everyone approves. Now. Messy, imperfect, scared, but now. Here's what they don't tell you about being a woman. You're expected to be everything to everyone while being nothing to yourself. Strong but not intimidating. Confident but not arrogant. Ambitious but not selfish. Nurturing but not suffocating. Independent but not threatening. You've spent your whole life trying to fit into boxes that were never designed for you. Trying to be enough for people who will never be satisfied. Trying to earn love by making yourself smaller. Trying to prove your worth by how much you can endure. But 2026 is the year you realize that the right people don't need you to shrink. They celebrate your expansion. The right opportunities don't require you to dim your light. They're drawn to your brilliance. The right life doesn't demand your silence. It amplifies your voice. You've been playing small in a world that needs your bigness. You've been hiding in a world that needs your visibility. You've been quiet in a world that needs your voice. And the only person losing out is you. And everyone who could benefit from your full expression. What would happen if you stopped apologizing? If you stopped explaining? If you stopped justifying your existence and just started existing fully? What if you stopped asking permission and started taking action? What if you stopped waiting to be chosen and started choosing yourself? The women who change the world aren't the ones who wait for approval. They're the ones who move forward despite disapproval. They're the ones who trust themselves more than they fear judgment. They're the ones who decide their voice matters whether anyone's listening or not. You have one life. This one. Right now. Not someday. Not when conditions are perfect. Not when everyone understands. Now. And you can either spend it trying to make everyone else comfortable, or you can spend it actually living. The choice has always been yours. 2026 is your invitation to stop auditioning for a life that already belongs to you. To stop performing for people who will never applaud. To stop contorting yourself to fit spaces that were never meant for you. To step fully into who you are and let the wrong people fall away. Because the right people, the right opportunities, the right life, they're all waiting for the real you. Not the version you think you should be. Not the version that makes everyone comfortable. The real, messy, imperfect, powerful, unapologetic you. Comment: I show up fully in 2026. No more hiding. No more shrinking. No more apologizing. Just showing up as exactly who I am. Let's talk about the parts you don't post on social media. The moments when you're crying in the shower so no one hears. The nights when you question everything. The days when you put on a smile while dying inside. The times when you wonder if this is all there is. You're not alone in that. Every woman you admire has had those moments. Every successful woman you look up to has questioned herself. Every confident woman you envy has felt inadequate. The difference isn't that they don't struggle. It's that they don't let the struggle define them. They feel the fear and do it anyway. They hear the doubt and move forward regardless. They acknowledge the pain and choose growth anyway. They don't wait until they feel ready. They start before they're ready and figure it out along the way. That's what 2026 is asking of you. Not perfection. Not certainty. Not confidence you don't have yet. Just willingness. Willingness to try. Willingness to fail. Willingness to look foolish. Willingness to be uncomfortable in pursuit of something better. Because staying where you are is also uncomfortable. Being unfulfilled is uncomfortable. Living inauthentically is uncomfortable. Suppressing who you are is uncomfortable. So if you're going to be uncomfortable anyway, why not be uncomfortable while growing instead of uncomfortable while stagnating? You've already proven you can survive hard things. Now prove to yourself that you can thrive. That you can do more than just get through the day. That you can actually enjoy your life. That you can prioritize your own happiness without the world falling apart. Spoiler alert, when you start choosing yourself, some people will be upset. They'll call you selfish. They'll say you've changed. They'll miss the version of you that was easier to control. Let them. Their discomfort with your growth is not your responsibility to manage. You are not responsible for everyone else's emotional experience. You are not required to set yourself on fire to keep others warm. You are not obligated to shrink so others feel bigger. Your job is to live your life fully. Their job is to deal with their feelings about it. 2026 is the year you release yourself from the prison of everyone else's expectations. The year you stop performing. The year you stop pretending. The year you give yourself permission to want what you want without justification. The year you become the woman you've been too afraid to be. And yes, it's scary. Yes, it's risky. Yes, you might fail. Yes, people might judge. But you know what's scarier? Reaching the end of your life and realizing you spent it living for everyone else. That you never pursued your dreams because you were too busy making everyone else's dreams possible. That you never spoke your truth because you were too afraid of the reaction. That's the real tragedy. Not trying and failing, but never trying at all. Not living and losing, but never really living. Not speaking and being criticized, but never speaking your truth. Comment: I release others' expectations in 2026. This is my life, my rules, my timeline, my choices. We're approaching the end of this message, and I want to leave you with this. You are more capable than you've allowed yourself to believe. You are more powerful than you've allowed yourself to express. You are more deserving than you've allowed yourself to receive. For too long, you've been living according to a script someone else wrote, following rules you never agreed to, meeting standards you never set, chasing approval from people who don't even approve of themselves. And all of it has kept you from the life you actually want. 2026 is your chance to rewrite the script, to create your own rules, to set your own standards, to stop seeking external approval and start trusting your internal wisdom, to stop living someone else's version of your life and start living yours. This isn't about being selfish. This is about being honest. Honest about what you want. Honest about what you need. Honest about what you will and won't tolerate. Honest about who you are beneath all the roles and responsibilities and expectations. The woman you're meant to become is already inside you. She's been there all along, waiting for you to have the courage to let her out. She's the one who speaks up, who sets boundaries, who pursues dreams, who chooses herself, who lives authentically. She's not perfect. She makes mistakes. She has bad days. She doubts herself. But she doesn't let any of that stop her. She feels the fear and moves anyway. She hears the criticism and continues regardless. She faces the obstacles and finds a way through. That woman is you. Not someday. Not eventually. Now. Right now. In this moment. You already are her. You just have to stop hiding her. Stop dimming her. Stop silencing her. Stop apologizing for her existence. 2026 will be as transformative as you allow it to be, as brave as you choose to be, as authentic as you dare to be. The year itself doesn't hold the power. You do. You always have. You've just been giving it away to people and circumstances and fears that don't deserve it. Take it back. Take your power back. Take your voice back. Take your life back. Not aggressively, not violently, but firmly, decidedly, unapologetically. Because it's yours. It always has been. And it's time you started acting like it. If this message resonated with you, if something shifted inside you while reading this, then don't let this moment pass. Don't go back to autopilot. Don't return to old patterns. Don't forget what you felt right here, right now. Subscribe to this channel to continue receiving empowering content throughout 2026. Like this video so the algorithm can share it with other women who need this message today. And write in the comments your commitment to yourself for this year. Comment right now. I choose myself in 2026 without apology. This isn't just a comment. This is a declaration. This is you drawing a line between who you've been and who you're becoming. This is you saying enough is enough. This is you deciding that your life matters as much as everyone else's you've been prioritizing. 2026 is yours. Not to survive. Not to endure. Not to get through. To thrive. To enjoy. To live fully. But only if you choose it. Only if you commit. Only if you decide that you matter enough to prioritize. So what's it going to be? Another year of the same? Or the year everything changes because you finally chose yourself? The power is yours. It always has been. Use it.